Welcome back to my Book of Mormon summaries. We're in Mosiah 23. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Verse 16 I highlighted. It's the only verse I highlighted in chapter 23. 24 says, Amulon began to exercise authority over Alma and his brethren. It came to pass that they began to cry mightily to God. Amulon commanded, whosoever should be found calling upon God should be put to death. But Alma and his people did not raise their voices to the Lord, but did pour out their hearts to him, and he did know the thoughts and intents of their hearts. They poured out their thanks to God because he had eased their burdens and delivered them out of bondage. So no more Amulon. In 26, I circled verses 34 and 35. And I circled verse 39. Now the sons of Mosiah were numbered among the unbelievers, and one of the sons of Alma, Alma Jr., was also among the unbelievers. An angel appeared to them, and he spake to them, verses 13 and 14, telling him that the people have fasted and prayed that Alma may be converted or know the power of God and repent. Alma couldn't move for days. After they fasted and prayed for 2 days, Alma received strength. I circled verse 24. So he says how he repented. They traveled zealously, striving to repair all the injuries that they had done to the church. They took their journey among the Lamanites. That's all in chapter 28. Mosiah said, let us appoint judges. Therefore, they chose judges. In 26, I circled, and 28. This is so they don't have a king, because kings can wreak havoc among the freedom of the people. And circle verses 28 and 29 talks about how the judges, lower judges, judge the higher judges to make sure everyone does what's right. And circle verse 44. And there was an evil man, noted for his much strength. His name was Nehor. He slew Gideon. Therefore he was condemned to die. His name was Nehor. Suffered an ignominious death. Nevertheless, this did not put an end to the false doctrines he taught for the sake of riches and honor. People wanted to be puffed up in their pride. So they sinned. The church, having abundance of all things, did not send away any who were naked, or that were hungry, or athirst, or that were sick, or had not been nourished. And they did not set their hearts upon riches. Therefore they were liberal to all. Amlici is an evil man. I circled verse 4. He's against the church of God. And verse 7 says, Amlicites was not made king, because they voted for him. Some people voted for him. Now Amlicites disturbed those in his favor to anger. I circled verse 16. And 19 says to go to battle against them. And 19 says, Nephites did slay them. They slayed twice as many men, 12,000 men compared to the 6,000 Nephites. I circled verse 24. The Lamanites, Amlicites have joined. Alma slew Amlici. Lamanites and Amlicites began to flee before them. Amlicites marked themselves red in their foreheads. Lamanites were shorn. Therefore the God set a mark upon them, to preserve his people, that they might not mix their seed and believe in incorrect traditions. I circled verses 15 and 16, which talks about setting a mark upon the people who are cursed, whether it be dark skin or be a mark in their foreheads. People began to be lifted up in their pride. Alma saw the wickedness of the church. Nephi appointed a chief judge. Nephi was appointed chief judge, and Alma retained the office of high priest that he might himself reclaim them that are lost.